Make today iconic. What's up, guys? It's Upcome Sports, back with another realistic rebuild here on my channel. In this one, we're doing the dreaded Brooklyn Nets. Of course, no one wants to realistically build the Brooklyn Nets. Neither did I. That's why I put it off for a long time. But here are the settings. You guys can pause the objectives if you'd like. Yeah, this team, not looking too good. Although I do have some young pieces that I can work with. The plan is to finally make good use of our draft picks. We are going to release Dwight Howard into free agency because the Brooklyn Nets are most likely going to do this in real life. And here's the roster. We've got the rookies, Zanan Musa and the other guy from, I believe, Latvia. But yeah, Musa is going to be 82 potential, and they've also got Theo Pinson and Rodions Kurucs from Latvia. He's 19. He's also got 82 potential. So yeah, we are going to trade Jeremy Lin for a future first rounder from the Bucks and Matthew Dellavedova, because Jeremy Lin is going to help us win, and we don't want to win since we finally have our own draft picks. So here's the rotation. I'm not sure how we're going to do. In real life, I would say this team would deserve a top 5 pick, but you know, 2K sometimes makes the Brooklyn Nets win, so I don't know. So Steph Curry wins MVP for the Warriors. He wins it every year. Trae Young for Atlanta Rookie of the Year. Chris Dunn Most Improved, and Mike D'Antoni Coach of the Year for the Rockets, who did just sign Chris Paul to a max contract. I've been keeping up with free agency mostly, but this video is before free agency, obviously, so if I miss any moves or anything like that, I'll be sure to update it in the next video. But we did win 33 games. We did not make the playoffs. We did a little better than I would have hoped. I would have hoped like maybe 25 to 30 wins, but hopefully we'll get like a good pick. If not, we'll have to make use of our pick still and get a pretty good player. So as you guys saw, D'Angelo Russell had a big season. So did Zanan Musa. But let's see who wins these playoffs. Yeah, and then we'll go to the offseason. It looks like the Warriors are going to win. So we have the 9th projected odds at the number 1 pick. And we do stay at 9, so with the 9th pick in the 2019 NBA draft, we are going to pick up Sekou Doumbya out of France to play small forward / power forward for us. So for the season, this is a roster. D'Angelo Russell, Karis LeVert, Hollis Jefferson, Doumbya, Mike Scott. We signed a bunch of minimum contract guys, but Okafor wanted $20 million to come back, and no one signed him, so I don't know. He's just dumb. No one's going to pay him $20 million. It's like a 78 overall, so let's see what happens in this season. So as I said before, Steph Curry wins it every year, MVP. Javon Quinerly, Rookie of the Year. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Let's see if anyone made an All-NBA team. Sometimes D'Angelo Russell makes it, but not this year. We didn't make the playoffs. We were actually really bad this year. We actually won one more game, but we were somehow worse in the East. I don't know how that makes sense, but we'll have a really good pick this year. Hopefully we can draft someone good. And D'Angelo Russell, another huge season from him. He's going to be big going forward. Doumbya, a nice rookie season as well. Jared Allen's been solid. And Zanan Musa's been improving. So let's see what happens. But we're looking good right now. And yeah, just next season, keep progressing the young players. And we'll have some cap space in about 2 years. So the Warriors win again. So we have the 5th projected odds at the number 1 pick. Let's see if we can move up or if we move down. We do move up to 3, so that's good. So we are going to try to trade up to the number 1 pick, who Atlanta selected Lamelo Ball. But they don't really need him. They've got Trae Young, who's pretty much the same player. Needs the ball a lot. And if we overpay, I think we can get Lamelo on this team. This guy had him at an 81 overall, so I'm going to keep him there. You know, you never know what's going to happen with these younger guys, who's going to be the number 1 pick or whatever, so we'll keep it. And here's the roster. D'Angelo Russell, Jared Allen, Doumbya, Lamelo Ball at an 81 overall, as I said. We've got Rodions Kurucs. we're looking pretty good. I don't think we'll make the playoffs. If we do, it'll probably be a lower seed. But here's a rotation, and let's see if we can make the playoffs. So James Harden wins the MVP. Lamelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. That's expected. He's a number 1 pick. Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. And let's see if D'Angelo Russell maybe made a team. And he did not. Yeah, we don't get anyone on any of the teams. But we did make the playoffs. We were actually the 2nd seed, winning over 45 games. So that's pretty surprising. I thought we'd be a lower seed. But that's how it works on 2K sometimes. Especially if you're drafting in the top 5. Some of those players are just better on 2K than they would be in real life. But we are going to be playing the Magic. And that should be fairly easier for us to win that series. But as you can see, LaMelo with a big season. Also, D'Angelo Russell's playing really solid. And let's see if we can win. So I expected to be out in the first round before the season started. But since we're the 2nd seed, I didn't expect to be 3-1 down to the Magic. They're not even that good. If we can come back here, that would be very justified because we're the 2nd seed and we're down 3-1 to the 7th seeded Magic. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But let's see if we can force a Game 7 here in the next couple of games. And we do get eliminated in 6 games. Yeah, I don't get it, but hopefully next year we can carry on, make it into the playoffs again, and maybe get a top 2 seed again. And the Warriors are going to win for a 3rd straight year. So in free agency, we've got some money. Obviously, we can't sign Giannis because, I don't know, I feel like Giannis would not sign with the Nets, and a guy like Steven Adams we could go after. Maybe Bam Adebayo if the Heat don't want to match it. We do need a center. Like Jared Allen would be good for us off the bench. And I'm trying to find someone else that could maybe fit a role on this team. So we did end up signing Steven Adams. He'll be a good center for us. Starting center. And then Jared Allen can be our 6th man. And this is how the team's looking. LaMelo's going to progress. D'Angelo's going to keep progressing. I expect us to be a top 4 seed. Nothing less. And probably get to the conference finals, honestly. So Giannis wins MVP for the Bucks. As I said, going back to the Milwaukee. Bol Defensive Player of the Year for the Mavericks. Jeff Hornacek for the Suns, Coach of the Year. Let's see if D'Angelo Russell made a team. And he did not, so we were the 3rd seed, which I expected, winning 45 games. We've been doing solid all these years, so our young guys have been progressing. Hollis Jefferson still in the starting lineup, and we'll be playing the Chicago Bulls in the first round. They've got a solid team. That'll be a good series. Could go either way, but D'Angelo Russell, again, really good season. LaMelo Ball improving as well. Doumbya, a nice solid season. Yeah, we've got a good team. Let's see what happens. So we're up 3-0 on the Bulls in the first round. I didn't really expect to sweep the Bulls if we managed to do that. I thought it'd be a competitive series just because we're not that solid. They end up winning this game, so probably deserved it. We got a solid team here. And, Markkanen, Mitchell Robinson, Hutchinson, Carter, Chris Dunn. But hopefully we can close them out here in 5 games and be going on to the second round where we'll either face Milwaukee or Philadelphia. So it'll be a tough series if we can get out of this one. And they're starting to come back 3-0 down, so we can't get confident yet. We have to close them out. Let's see if we can get it done here in Game 6 because we couldn't in the past 2 games. So Game 6, we better get it done here. We can't go to Game 7. That's pretty much a flip of a coin at that point. And the Bulls, they keep fighting. But we are going to win by 1 point. LaMelo Ball with a huge game, 17 points. Really all around good effort from us. And so as I said, the Bucks are up 3-2 on us. But let's see if we can maybe force a Game 7 and get to the conference finals. That would be a huge step. Our objective was just to get into the playoffs for a couple years, and it looks like we might be winning here. It's really close, and we do win by a point, so there'll be a Game 7. And Lamelo Ball had a big game for us. So did D'Angelo Russell. Giannis has just been cooking. He is the MVP. So if we can take down the MVP in Game 7, that'd be huge. And is D'Angelo Russell Mr. Ice in his veins? Let's see. It's a close game going into the fourth quarter. Really close game. We're up 4. We're up 2. We're up 5. We're up 3. I won't hop into this game. I'll just let it play out. But we are still up in the fourth. And we win by 5 points. Doumbya with a 37-point game. Oh my god. Like, Doumbya hadn't even been putting up numbers. And he just said, it's Game 7, let me go. It's Game 7, let me go. I'm from France. We dropped 37 on the daily. On Giannis's head. So in the conference finals, we're down 3-1 to the New York Knicks. I don't know if we can come back from this one. Obviously, on my channel, there's a bunch of 3-1 comebacks, but I don't know. And we do force a Game 6, so it's possible. We've got the scorers to do it. Porzingis has been putting up buckets, though. They've got Nazir Little, they've got Kevin Knox, they've got Cantor, they've got good pieces, but it's nothing that we can't beat. And I don't know why we're down 3-1 to them. I thought it'd be a way more competitive series. But I will jump in if it's not close, just to get some gameplay. And I'll hop into this one. So this game's obviously over. There's no way I'm coming back, so I'm just going to try to get some gameplay. But while I play, I'm going to try to talk a little bit about the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know why their franchise thought it was a good idea to trade all their first-round picks for Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Jason Terry, I believe, and they were all really old. That did not work out at all. Obviously, one of the worst, if not the worst, trades in NBA history. And they're finally out of that, what should we call it, crisis or debt, whatever you want to call it, of first-round picks. They finally got their 2019 first-round pick. And if I were them, I would honestly tank. You need some pieces that can fit well around D'Angelo Russell. And you really don't have that many good pieces. But I would say tank. Try to trade guys that will help you win for some value. Get some more first-round picks. And just because a lot of people aren't going to come to Brooklyn in free agency. Even though it's in New York, like, when people think of Brooklyn, they don't think of big free agent signings. So you got to be ready to rebuild through the draft. And if you can get guys like Doumbya, like Zion maybe, like LaMelo Ball even, if he progresses into an all-star type guy. But yeah, Nets fans can finally be optimistic about tanking and not just lose games for no reason. So I think they got a bright future if their management can make the right decisions moving forward. So in this game, Kevin Knox had 29 points. He's going to be a good player for the Knicks, I think. Porzingis had 15, but that's all they needed. Let's see us. Let's see how we did. LaMelo Ball, 22 points. Not really going off like that. Doumbya, 21. D'Angelo Russell didn't have that great of a game. So, in the NBA Finals, let's see what happens. Lakers against the Knicks. The Lakers have been really going off in these simulations. They've been winning championships like every year. So that's going to do it for this rebuild. Let me know what you guys think of this team. Is this team possible for the Brooklyn Nets, or could they do even better? And let me know if LaMelo Ball could be a good fit for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know about him, but also thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos. Back to the bone. Wait, watching. I swear to God, they be my clones. Yeah, hey.